Have you ever wondered how this, or this photograph was made? If you're an experienced photographer, you probably know what a long exposure is. If so, this video may not be for you. Beginner photographers, stick around to find out more about long exposures and how to create them with your digital camera. Before I can teach you how to create the long exposure, you have to know all about shutter speed. Shutter speed is the part of the camera that opens up when you take a picture. These graphics demonstrate what happens to the shutter when you take a picture. The basic explanation of a long exposure is that the shutter is held open longer to gather more light. In this time frame, moving objects or lights will become blurred as the shutter is open to capture its motion. So, how do you accomplish a long exposure effectively? The first and most important step is to use a tripod. The tripod will prevent camera shake, which is when you shake the camera unintentionally while holding it. It will ensure that the background remains clear, while any objects in motion will be blurry. In order to accomplish this effectively, you move the lights, not the camera. If you want to highlight the motion, use a dark room. For beginner photographers, I recommend you use the shutter priority setting on your camera. This will allow you to set the shutter speed to what you want, and the camera will adjust the other settings from there. A good beginning speed is 1 second. Use this when you're starting out, take the picture, judge your results, and figure out what to do from there. I took a few examples of long exposures just for this video so you can see what I'm talking about. In this example, the shutter was not open long enough to capture the motion that I wanted. I only had it open for 1/32 of a second, so I didn't get the motion effect that I was going for. After seeing the result, I'll lower the shutter speed to 1 full second and see what we get. This is more what I'm looking for, but to get even more of an effect, we'll lower it to 2 seconds. As you can see here, 2 seconds gave me enough time to swing the lights around and get the effect that I wanted. I hope you learned something about long exposure photography. It's a great way to bring some creativity to your work, especially when you're stuck in a rut. Try it out.